would be lost if Cyrus had married Mondon, or if Clélie of Plainfield had been married to a Roncey.
How does that pertain to the matter at hand?
My dear father, here is my cousin who will explain to you that marriage must not arrive until after other adventures. A lover must, in order to be agreeable, know how to yield beautiful sentiments, to incite tenderness and passion, and his pursuit must be in this manner. He must begin with glances towards his beloved, at church, or at a public ceremony, or during long walks, or be brought to a fatal meeting at her house by a parent or a friend, during which he leaves, full of dreams and melancholy. At first he hides his passion from his love, but makes many visits to see her, during which he never misses an opportunity to pose a gallant question, challenging the wit of everyone present. The day of declaration arrives. They must take an ordinary stroll through the garden so that the country is in the distance. Yet, the declaration is followed by a swift surge of emotion, forcing us for a time to banish the gentleman from our presence. Yet, he finds the means of appeasing us and pulls out a bold confession of love. After this come the adventures, the rivals that pull us in the paths of previous inclinations, the persecution of fathers, and the jealousies based on false appearances, the complaints, the despair, the abductions, and all that follows. Voila! This is how these things are to be handled in a beautiful manner. And this is the way by which, with a proper gallantry, everything should unfold. But to come point blank to the subject of conjugal union, not to make love while making the contract of marriage, and to take the romantic novel straight to the end, again, a blow! My father, he can do nothing but act as a merchant. I am sickened by the idea of being made to be bought and sold!
What the devil jargon is this? This is the height of style?
In fact, Uncle, my cousin explains the truth of the matter. The means of well-receiving people who are in fact discordant in gallantry, I will wager that they have never seen a map of Tundra, and that billet doux and petit soin are unknown territories for them. Don't you see that they lack style and cannot make a good impression? To make a romantic visit with a leg united, a hat disarmed of feathers, an ill-arranged head of hair, and a dress suffering from lack of ribbons? My God, what kind of lovers are they? What frugality of appearance and what dryness of conversation! It is not endurable. One cannot take it. I cannot forget that their purses were not well made, and that they should have more than a large demi-pied, and that their haut de choses were not large enough.
I think they are crazy. Both of them! I understand none of this poppycock. Kathy, Magdalene.
No, by my grace, father! Throw out these strange names and give us other ones!
What? Strange. Those are your names from baptism.
My God! You are vulgar. It is one of my greatest astonishments that you could produce a daughter so spiritual as me. No one ever speaks of the beautiful elegance of a Kathy or a Magdalene, and don't try to say that these names could describe the world's most beautiful novel.
It's true, Uncle. A delicate ear suffers from the pronunciation of these words. With Polyzine that my cousin chose, and Tessera that I gave myself, you must concede there is a special grace.
Listen! There is only one opinion that counts. And I do not know why you would want other names than the ones given you by your godmother or godfather. Look, and as for those gentlemen in question, I know their families and their assets. And I ask you firmly to receive them both as suitors. I grow tired of having you on my hands. Keeping two daughters is too heavy a responsibility for a man of my age.
I have only one thing to say to you, Uncle, and that is that I find marriage a truly shocking thing. How can one suffer the thought of sleeping next to a man who is completely naked?
You must simply suffer. If a
must be master of this house. You will be married, both of you, before too long, or by my faith, you will become nuns. There. I have said my piece.
My God! My dear, your father has an attitude deep-rooted in discipline. His intellect is quite dense, and thus he is so somber in spirit.
What do you expect, my dear? For me, I am troubled for him. It pains me to persuade myself that I could truly be his daughter. Yet, I believe that someday, some adventure will unfold a much more illustrious ancestry.
Yes, I well believe it. Yes, there are so many twists in the world, and
There is a stooge who was asking if you live here, and he says that his master has come to see you.
Learn, fool, to enunciate with less vulgarity. Say, there is an exigent who asks if you find it convenient to be visited.
Madam, I don't understand Latin, and I did not learn like you the philophile and the grand seer.
Such impertinence. Must I suffer this every day? And who is he? The master of this lackey?
Gave me the name, the Marquis de Mascarille.
Yes, go and say that we will see him. He is without a doubt a ballast free that has heard speak of us.
certainly, my dear.
We must receive him in this room, not upstairs. Let us fix our hair. We have to support our reputations. Come! Advise to us here within to attend to our graces.
By my faith, I don't know what the devil that is. You must speak plain Christian English if you want me to understand.
Bring us the mirror, you fool, and keep well from dirtying the glass by the looks upon your face.
Sir, my mistresses will come at once.
They do not need to hurry. I am posted here, prepared to wait.
Here they are. Aha!
My ladies, you will be surprised, without a doubt, at the audacity of my visit. However, your reputation attracts such affairs, and your merit has charms so powerful, I could not help but run after them. You are simply in pursuit of merit. We are not at all of the grounds to dispel you.
You have brought the merit to our home in visiting us.
I insist upon the falseness of your words. Fame justly accuses you of having such valor. You will soon win over all that is fashionable in Paris. Your complacence grows a little bit too much before the liberty of its compliments. We keep ourselves, my cousin and me, from giving too much seriousness to your sweet flattery.
My dear, we must offer him a chair.
Oh!
Miss?
Quick! But, at least, is there some security here for me?
What do you fear?
Some flight of my heart? Some assassination of my sincerity? Why, I see here 2 eyes that have a look of mischief, of abusing liberties, and of treating a poor soul the way a Turk treats a Moor. How devilish. And in approaching them, should I feel as though